what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Purist Mod. This mod is good. This is a good mod. It's a really, really good mod. Is this where we left off? Yeah, it's where I left off. I think. Yeah, this is where we left off. Yeah, that's where we left off. So there's no skip button, so this is where we left off. Okay. We get in flashbacks every once in a while, to, I think it's Natsuki's childhood with her dad, which is really interesting, because we get to see more of her dad and what happens to her. I'm still processing it. Not only that I have a girlfriend, but the fact that my girlfriend is Natsuki, it's bizarre for me to even think about. Well, it does feel a bit odd. It's great that... Come on, get up already! Wait, what's going on? Natsuki, what time is it? Why do you use our alarm clock anyway? It's not like you wake up to it much. Like I said, get up. It's almost time for school and I'm ordering you breakfast. Alright, thanks Natsuki. Also, I'm using... Also, Twitch has a, like a section where they have like pre-made sub emotes. So I put a few of those emotes up. So I have 6 emotes, 3 sub emotes and 3 bit emotes. They're generic, but they do. They do. I go into the kitchen and see not just scrambled eggs, but a few pieces of bacon as well. So some of your girlfriend now, I thought the meals I make for you should be a little less crappy. I believe that's rather nice of you, actually. I can be nice sometimes. Jeez, you could at least thank me or something. Sorry, thank you, Natsuki. That's better. Let's eat then. We each eat our breakfast while sitting together, I like to mention, and head off to school soon after. Ah, yes, I hit the thing and it immediately skipped right to the thing. Good skip. As we walked into the literature club once we're done with those classes, we're immediately met by Sayori. So what? You two are dating, aren't you? You have to be at this point. Bacon and eggs. Good breakfast. I was gonna text you, but I had the feeling you weren't going to spill the beans, I just leave. I don't get why it's such a big deal to you, though. Did you make a bet or something? Because I'm cheating you on, of course. Natsuki rolls her eyes. Yeah, we're dating. Except Natsuki's file was a bit rude, but... So what? I'm proud of it. For sure, I didn't mean that as a bad thing. I know, but I don't see it as a big deal. I guess the fact that Battersea got a girlfriend is surprising, though. Well, she's not wrong. Oh, well, you're not wrong. Scrambled eggs and bacon. That's a good breakfast. That is a really good breakfast. Wow, even Sarah agrees. I just think it's super cool, so congrats to you two. Thanks, Sarah. I'm happy about it too. You better be considering I'm not going to be just anyone's girlfriend, you know. Sarah laughs at Natsuki and I walk further into the clubroom. That reminds me about this whole relationship thing, Natsuki. What exactly are we supposed to do? I'm not exactly romantic if that's what you're thinking. Me neither, and I'd probably end up embarrassing myself if I tried to be romantic. Guess this won't be easy as I thought. Not necessarily. Monica walks over from her desk. Wouldn't it work better if one of us were more romantic, though? Sometimes unconventional relationships are the ones that work best. Not everyone has to follow the standard expectation of a relationship. I think what's most important is that you're both happy. That's all that matters, isn't it? At least that's how I like to think about it. I always feel like there's something deeper to that statement, but it doesn't really matter either. Well, anyway, I wish you the best of luck. I think you should make a good couple personally. to the last time I'm not cute. What, does that mean I am? You're funny sometimes, I guess. I feel like those two things aren't quite the same. I mean, yeah, they really aren't quite the same. Funny and cute are not quite the same, but I mean, they're in the same area, so I mean, I guess that counts. Anyway, I'll go get some manga, Natsuki. I love the music in this mod. It's so fucking good. We read manga again that day, but this time it felt a lot different. It felt more personal. I noticed that we laughed and smiled a lot more than usual. Can a simple label actually change things that much? Would it have been like this if we got into a relationship earlier too? Similar to what Monica said though, that doesn't matter much. What matters is us being happy. I promise to make Natsuki happy, and that thought makes me happy too. I could try being more romantic, however. I mean, what could go wrong? The fade out. So good. Beep beep! Finally, a day where I waited before Natsuki. Partially because I set my alarm for 30 minutes earlier than normal, but regardless. Hey Natsuki, are you going to get up? Natsuki turns over. Huh? What are you waking up for? It's morning, isn't it? And you usually wake me up, so I thought I'd do the opposite for a change. It's too early for me to get up, dummy. I only wake you up because you were asleep. Uh-oh. I think I might have made a mistake. Probably. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I won't do it again. Natsuki smiles for starting over again. I think it's nice, though. Huh? Then you cared at me. It might mess up on a gigantic scale a lot, but it's nice to be cared for by someone. It's the thought that counts, or something like that. I don't know. Next time we should think first, I guess. I'm going to sleep now. Am I recording? Okay, good. I am recording. I am recording. Since I don't feel like getting up to that, I lay back down as usual. A few minutes later, though, I hit the sound of blankets rustling. Whew, now I'm ready to get up. After 2 minutes? I plan on getting up at this time, yeah. I mean, that's not something for me to necessarily complain about, but so I'm not sure why I brought it up. By the way, I've got something to ask. Yeah? This might sound a bit stupid, but do you think I can make breakfast today? I'm not sure that I'm more time to rest, but why do you want to make breakfast? Well, you've been making breakfast for over a month now, haven't you? I think it's only fair that I give you a break sometimes. Go ahead, I hope your cooking doesn't suck though. Although if you made it for me, then I'd eat it anyway, but still. I think it's cool how much of an effort you've been making to be kinder to me, you know. But what is something I'm intentionally trying to do? It just happens. I wish I knew beforehand you'd embarrass me like this once we started dating. But wait, does that mean I have to make breakfast? Like, actually make breakfast? Crap. I usually tend to eat processed food, so I don't know much about homemade cooking. The fade in. The fade in. I head off to the kitchen and think about what I want to make. I'm stuttering. Natsuki likes sweet stuff, right? But this is breakfast, so it's gotta be something breakfast themed. How many breakfast foods do I know how to cook anyway? Not many, I don't think, but I could try something new, but that could also end up being a disaster. I need to think about what I should cook. A simple dish would be the safe way to go, but making something real might be more interesting. I fail to believe that, this gets us to a bad ending. Although I don't know how this would get to a bad ending, but I think that this would not produce a bad ending. One of the choices would not produce a bad ending. So, what do you guys want? Do you guys think we should make a nice and simple breakfast, or do you guys think that we should do something complicated and complex? I'm gonna go for something simple, because something complicated would be a bit harder. It would be interesting, but it would be a lot harder. So let's just do something simple. Screw it, scrambled eggs it is. After I finish making breakfast, both of us I put on what I made Natsuki. She says it from multiple angles and proceeds to take a bite. She doesn't even look at disgust on her face, so I've got that going for it. This isn't seasoned, is it? Oh, well, was I supposed to do that? Yeah. I still think it tastes pretty good though, not as good as mine, of course. You did a decent job here for some cooking. I don't cook a lot, but this wasn't my first time cooking either. Oh. You did a decent job for how many times you cooked then. Thanks. Plus, my scrambled eggs always taste the same, which is to say they taste perfect. This is definitely below average, but so it obviously tastes different. So it's nice that some variety in the food I eat. I'm guessing that was meant as a compliment? I'm glad you at least got something out of it. Yep, I'm interested in seeing what you cook next. Wait, I'm cooking again? Only if you want to. I'm saying you have potential or something like that, I don't know. I guess it's true that it's a useful skill to practice. Hold on, let me just, headphones. I guess it's true that it's a useful skill to practice. Yeah, food tastes so much better when it's especially made by someone else, you know? Made by someone else? That's kind of broad. You mean made by someone you care about? Natsuki knows is what I pointed out and speaks shyly. That's beside the point. I'm not so sure. I think it's the point, Natsuki. Natsuki doubts. You have to point out everything, don't you? Only if I think it's needed. Fine, your food tastes better because I know it was you who made it and you're an important person to be happy. A little. It wouldn't hurt me to practice cooking more often though. Anyway, back to eating. God, this is such a good mod. I love it. Love this mod. That was weird to see the question in the middle of it. Since we're boyfriend and girlfriend now, we should start going on actual dates now, right? Natsuki spits out her food all over me. Wait, what? Actually, that wouldn't be different from what we've done before. Go on. I was thinking that we could have a picnic. Your thoughts? That doesn't sound too bad. You have to help make the food, though. I'll let you be lazy more than the actress does, but even I have my limits. Got it. Since it's the weekend, how about we make the food tomorrow and leave that day? You should have enough ingredients, so you might as well. Not backing out either, you promise. I didn't promise anything, but I get the gist anyway. Finally, the weekend. Get the sun to cooking then. Where's Natsuki though? Did Jody stop making food? I had the kitchen as I previously guessed, there was a whole barrel of foods. Oh, and I thought your specialty was baking, Natsuki. It is, which is why the food I made so far today is stuff that you bake. I take a closer look and see several different flavors of cupcakes. Ah, you're right. I'm the one who has to make the non-baking stuff then. Yep. Okay, I'll list up the foods I know how to make. I can make scrambled eggs, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That's it. What the heck? What's with all these ingredients? That's a pretty good question, actually. What's a good read then? Scrambled eggs with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Sandwiches, I guess. These will be the best sandwiches you've tasted, trust me. Natsuki smiles. She's tired, but genuinely happy. Oh, if you get food to me then. And so I wanted to make the best sandwiches ever. Actually, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I'd like to think they were good though, but I won't be able to find out until we actually leave for the picnic. Is everything ready? Is everything ready? Should be. Good, let's get going already. What, are you looking forward to this or something? Natsuki's face quickly shifts in of expression. No, maybe a little. Gosh, you did some hers, don't you? Guess you got me all figured out, huh? You shouldn't tease girls unless you really like them, you know? We're dating. Oh, yeah. Natsuki looks she's about to do but still, can't bring herself to make the excuse. Fine, I'll give you that, but I'll win next time. Next time? Win what? And when I do, you'll pay. You'll owe me a hug or something. I'm still working out the details. Sure thing, Natsuki. But for now, it was time for a picnic. A picnic where the elite foods were sandwiches and cookies, but it wasn't the food that mattered. Yeah, so spending time with my girlfriend, Natsuki. Oh boy. Another flashback. I wonder who this is. Hey. I want to talk. Oh, there's plenty to talk about. Here, I'll let you start. Look, I know that things have been a bit rough between us, but I promise you I'm trying. It's just so hard. That doesn't change anything. You still have a daughter to take care of. I know, I'm trying. Whatever you see, Dad. Shows more of Natsuki's, past, which is... yeah. So where are we going to anyway? Natsuki will walk out of my house and head towards somewhere, I think. I thought you had planned that out already. You know, since you came up with this idea and all. Whoops. I think there's a park the Bible could sit down at. I'll let you lead the way then. You better not get lost. Yeah, I know. We wandered around for a bit. I was heading in the correct direction, I swear, until we stumbled upon a grassy park. The weather conditions are perfect for picnic, luckily. Should be you then. Works for me. Natsuki sat on the blanket she's carrying, and I put down the baskets of food I'm holding. We both sit down as we get ready to eat. I pull out one of Natsuki's cookies from the basket to take a bite. It's soft, moist, and delicious, all at the same time. Dang, this must be some of your best work yet. Well, considering this is, what, the second cookie one you've ever had? Look, I put this on my list of top 2 cookies you've made. It's a compliment. Natsuki smiles quietly laughs. Thanks, Bet. God, so wholesome. I wonder what's gonna happen. Because in years out, some shit went down. In this route, what kind of shit's gonna go down? What kind of shit is gonna go down in this mod that'll tear me up inside? Natsuki takes one of the sandwiches I made and has a bite. It's better than your breakfast cooking, I'll say that much. Thanks, that's what I was going for. Yeah, I'll go with that. We didn't spend much time eating, meaning we weren't up with much to do afterwards. So we decided to lay down next to each other on a blanket. Maybe I can take another shot at being romantic? The sky certainly is blue. Ah yes, this floor is made out of floor. Yeah, I think we already know the answer with Nat. Something is gonna happen. Pertaining to her dad. Okay, there was a big illusion there. I thought the clouds were moving. I was looking at chat and it looked like the clouds were moving, but then I looked back at the game and nothing is moving. Holy fuck. Wait. I'm going crazy, am I? The clouds aren't moving, right? My brain is fried. Whoa. What an optical illusion. Actually, I'll hold off on that for now. Hey, cheers, Dad. I'm glad you noticed. Come some slack. I'm trying to think of something to talk about. Natsuki turns and looks into my eyes. I don't think you have to force yourself to find things to talk about. Just seems to this pretty nice. You're not wrong. Hey, Natsuki. What? I thought they were slowly moving to the left. Like, I thought they were slowly moving left. But it looks like they're, like, kind of, like, moving left to right. Just, like, kind of just moving back and forth. And that's what's fucking with my head. Because I thought they were doing a little left to right movement. Like, moving left and then moving right. Then moving left and moving right. And I was just like... What? Sorry if this is a sensitive topic, but what do you think your future is going to be like? Do you have a dream job or something? No, let's keep on this for a little bit. I've had ideas for what I like to do, but I haven't actually decided. There's so much I've been having to focus on these days that it's not something I can think about right now. Seemingly wanted to do the subject, Natsuki asked me the same thing. What about you? What's your dream job? It can't be neat forever. My dream job? I love anime to death, though maybe with enough practice I could one day become the ultimate animator or something at some point. No, that's wrong. I'd be lying if I said ever since I thought about my future. I wouldn't turn out even be a rookie animator. Honestly, I've got nothing. Sucks for you. I'm gonna have to help you get a job at some point, aren't I? Well, I'll take all the help I can get. That's what I thought. I don't know how we're focusing on that, though. You have to just shut up and enjoy your surroundings sometimes, Pat. Yeah, that's true. I'll admit I'm not great at relaxing. I know how you feel, though. I feel like I've been carrying that weight on my shoulders slightly. I can make it easy for you. I moved close to Natsuki and slowly put my arms around her, which eventually turns into a hug. She looks surprised, but glad nonetheless. Yeah, but you can't have me forever. I can hug you for now, though. I'm sure I'll let you one later anyway, like you said before. Fine. I just don't get why you keep being so nice to me, though. Because we're a couple. We are dating. It's supposed to be us being nice to each other. Even if it's just me being nice to you, Natsuki. It's like we haven't been in a relationship before. Oh, wait. It's not like you've been nice back. I think you've acted a lot softer lately, actually. Soft. Soft. Really? Yeah, I doubt if I rub off on you or anything, but it's cool to see. You see weird stuff sometimes. What, you only just noticed? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It could be one of the reasons why I'm attracted to you. Or maybe not, you get my point. We stay in that position for nearly an hour, and only that seems like something that would never happen, but on this day this peaceful, things would have been together like that. We should probably go home now. Natsuki hugs me tighter. Do we have to? I wish I could stay, but like you said, nothing can last forever. We got homework to do, so fine. Disappointed not to get something to start together about stuff. We walk back home immediately after. As we're back in my living room, we sit down on the couch next to each other. Well, that happened. I grabbed off the cupcake. I'm relaxed, but Natsuki seems to have something on her mind. Anything okay, Natsuki? I take a bite and watch her response. I've been thinking, and... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, here it comes. The bad. I just have to tell you, but this is something I want to be involved with. What are you talking about, though? Like I said, I don't want you involved. Don't worry about me, I've already said what's going on. I'd like to help her, but how? She clearly doesn't want me to have anything to do with this. If you say so. Natsuki gets up. I'm gonna watch some anime. Just tell us, please. We want to help you. Like, this is the thing. Like, if people have something going on and they're troubled with something, keeping it from their significant other is not helpful. You need to open up to your significant other and explain what's happening so they can help. But Natsuki apparently doesn't want us to help because she doesn't want us involved. So how are we supposed to help? We can't. We literally cannot help if she doesn't tell us what's going on. Natsuki walks up with a weird look on her face. Oh my god. Babes do watch this happen, but in times like these, I need to stay true to myself. Cliche as it sounds, patience is a virtue. Some fear if they spill the beans, I'll get hurt again. I mean, true, yeah, but I don't know, like we know what the issue is. I think we know what the issues are. Like, we already know that she gets beat by her dad, so, I mean, I guess Natsuki doesn't want the MC getting involved in it because it involves her dad. And if the MC gets involved, then her dad's gonna do something to the MC. Which is a completely rational fear. Like, that's completely rational. Like, I can see why she'd be afraid. And patience got me this far. Time managed to get into a relationship with Natsuki in the first place. I think everything will work out in the end, as long as I prepare for whatever might come next. I'll succeed. She's not in bed. And she's not downstairs. I'm calling it right now. Before my alarm clock goes off and see Natsuki nowhere in the room. I didn't hear anything last night, so something bad couldn't have happened, right? I can't let my mind get the better of me for now. I slowly, comfortably walked to the living room. There you are. Oh, fuck. This mod just pulls out all of the stops to make you feel bad. God, I want to help Natsuki, but she won't let us. She won't tell us what's going on. And again, going back to what I said before, it's a completely rational fear because it involves her dad most likely, and Natsuki doesn't want us to get hurt. But at the same time, it's like, if you being abused, if you are being abused by your parent, you have to tell someone. Like, you just have to tell someone. Or else the abuse is only gonna get worse. But who knows, maybe if you tell someone, the abuse will get worse anyway. So, I mean, I'm not looking for advice when it comes to parental abuse, because I haven't, like, been in that scenario. I see Natsuki sitting on the couch with the blanket wrapped around her. I sit down next to her. What happened? Natsuki looks like what but can't manage to do so. It's just a nightmare. It gotta be a very bad dream for you to be out here. But I know what happens when we're sleeping. You wouldn't want to stay in that room, would you? Plus, I didn't want to wake you up. You can wake me up anytime, Natsuki. I'm here for you. Yeah, but there's something I don't want you to have to deal with. Again, you're saying that, and it's breaking my heart because I want to help you. This isn't your fight. I'm guessing you're not gonna tell me what's going on then. I don't mean that to guilt trip you, but you need to think about what's best for you. I know, Bat. Maybe someday I'll fucking tell you. Someday I'll tell you. Bullshit. You're not gonna tell us. That's bullshit, and you fucking know it. My God. It's okay, Natsuki. I give Natsuki a hug as she closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Now, how about some breakfast? You hear that? You hear that? Did you hear that when I said that's bullshit? Hint of anger, you know? I can't stand having things to change like this. I want the old you back. So what did I do wrong, Dad? Why did you do this, cause me to cheat like this? What did I do to make you neglect me like this? Sometimes that's how things go. There's no reason for it, at least any that's intentional. Sometimes it just happens. Bullshit! Bullshit! Doesn't just happen. Fuck you. Doesn't just fucking happen. Abuse doesn't just fucking happen. Come on. You keep telling yourself that, Natsuki's dad. Keep telling yourself that. Whatever makes you sleep at night. My God. Not that I want it to, anyway. But why? As I said, there's not necessarily a reason. Of course there's a fucking reason. There's a fucking reason. You're an alcoholic. You beat your daughter. And dare I say it, sometimes you rape her. I said it. I fucking said it. Let's move on before I get fucking pissed off. No, there has to be a reason. What happened to you? I want things to get better. I want to get back to normal. Is that ever going to happen? Don't you dare fucking say it. I'm holding back a yell. Biting my tongue here. I am biting my tongue here. Ugh. Yeah, some mods will have a job what the original game did. Make it happen cute until it just stop. Yeah, exactly. It's just stomping your fucking chest. This is a mod that is stomping all over me, making me angry. Angry at Natsuki. Well, not angry at Natsuki, but angry at her dad. He's pulling the most bullshit response ever of sometimes it just happens. Parental abuse doesn't just happen. There's a reason for it. It's not something that just happens. We continued going on dates for at least over a month. Things were pretty normal. Some kids and I noticed a tall man that Natsuki would glare at for a month. She never told me who he was. That's her dad. That's her fucking dad. That is her dad. That tall man? I have a strong suspicion that that is her dad. And she doesn't want us to get near him. Because then we'll know what's going on. And of course, Natsuki doesn't want us to fucking know what's going on. God, I love this mod. But goddamn, it makes me feel... It makes me feel different emotions. The emotion that I'm feeling right now is fucking anger. Let's continue. Not until today. Natsuki and I were about to go on a date at the time. We had picked a fast food restaurant to go to, but just before we walked in, Natsuki saw that man again. Let's go somewhere else. Before I could reject you, grab me by the arm and try to drag me away. That is until he spoke up. Yeah, Natsuki's like, that's like, fuck you! Can't see it, but I'm holding up both middle fingers right now. Fuck you. Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare put our hands on her. Don't you mother... okay. Okay, don't... Okay. Just go. I'm gonna just go. You over there. I need to ask you something. Alright, first, it's not even Natsuki being able to move me. Yeah? I had no idea what to think at the time. Who was this guy? Am I about to be dead? Are you dating Natsuki? I gulped. Yes? That's all I want to know. Thank you. And then he just walked away, leading me to right now where I'm left extremely confused. Anxiety clouded my thoughts. Yeah, I was definitely about to be dead. What did he even want with me? What did he want with you? Calm down with that. Natsuki grabbed my shoulders, but I'm still shaking. How am I supposed to calm down? This reeks of creepiness. Natsuki looks down at the ground. He's my dad. Yup. Yup. Thanks to each other. I knew you about Natsuki trying to do so a strict father, no abuse, no rape, and actually pretty sure all of that. Yeah, isn't a father's redemption that? Isn't a father's redemption exactly that? Yeah, isn't a father's redemption where her dad's trying to redeem himself? Because that's the mod that I actually do want to play. I actually do want to play a father's redemption. But anyway, back to that shit. What? I said I don't want you to get involved. If it comes down to it, then I'll handle it. Natsuki has a determined look on her face. Just, what am I missing here? Are you sure you can handle it, though? I'm not trying to downplay your strength, but I feel like there's something deeper going on here that I'm not being told about. You care too much back. You really do. Let's go home, Natsuki. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't fucking know. We head home as Natsuki sighs and walks us to my room. Father's redemption, the other thing can make something like that someday, but who knows? My dad Tiggy is just a strict but reasonable man. Ah, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Father's Redemption is something that I want to play. Maybe I should do something for her. Is there something nice I could surprise her with? As I sit down on my couch, I notice a flyer sitting on the coffee table in front. Buffet Goals, the movie, huh? You do this tomorrow, too. Natsuki did tell me about it a while ago. I think this was supposed to be an original story, not manga or anime, right? Hey, Natsuki? I shout as I walked in my room. She's laying in my bed, still something conflicted. Are you free tomorrow? Am I even not free? Thinking about it, I don't think I've ever run into a situation where she was too busy or something like that. While I'm taking a nap, I promise tomorrow will be good. I lay down on the bed and close my eyes. Oh yes, tomorrow. I'll soon fall into a deep sleep and find myself waking up in the middle of the night. I wasn't asking next to me. Oh no. I slowly walked into the living room. The night urges, or something worse, is happening here. I don't like it. I turn over to the kitchen to see Natsuki get something out of the fridge. Natsuki, why are you up so late? Natsuki starts to get someone awake, drops the food she's holding. Luckily, nothing breaks. I could ask you the same thing. I woke up a few minutes ago. I don't think you went to sleep the same time I did, though. Probably stressing out. I'm probably stressing out with the Sanai. No, you're not. Natsuki! I plan on going back to sleep anyway, so I back to my room with Natsuki laying in my bed, her face buried in a pillow. You're not stressing me at all, Natsuki. I might get a bit concerned, but sure, but nothing I can't deal with. Oh, Seek is sick? Damn! I hope she gets better. Yeah, I hope she gets better. Holy shit. Yeah, I hope Seer gets better. You know, I've actually recently been thinking about telling you. Telling me what? You already know about that. So it's about her dad. But I can't bring myself to do it. I don't know if I have a word to... Even though I can't see her face, it says she's crying. One step at a time, Natsuki. I get into bed with her. Now hold my hand. Natsuki sadly gets my hand. There, feel a bit calmer? Get some rest. I said I think I went for more, didn't I? You'll like it, believe me. Natsuki stops making noise, which leads me to assume that she's fallen asleep. Should probably do the same. As I wake up the next morning, I know that Natsuki is sent to sleep. One of the first times I've ever woke up before her, now that I think about it. While I leave my room to breakfast, I feel a tinge of anxiety. I ignore it for now, but how long can I keep this up? How long until I break? Totally not something I want to think about while making scrambled eggs, so I don't. Instead, once I'm done making breakfast, I go back to my room and use my time to take us online for the buffet goals we plan on taking Natsuki to. If her dad is there, if we meet her fucking dad at any point in this day, I'm gonna flip the fuck out. I check back in my room to see that Natsuki's awake. Still concerned for her, I ask her how she's doing. Feeling any better? A little. Good, remember, I got something neat in the store for later today. Maybe when it happens then. Natsuki turns over and tries to go back to sleep. My mind thought she was worrying again, but I don't want her to keep worrying like this. Not yet again. I feel it's past, but it's still time for us to go. Ready, Natsuki? Natsuki goggles responds. What? You already forgot? You haven't told me what we're doing yet. Natsuki gets out of bed. Ah, that's true. Well, how about you find out now? I hope the tickets I printed earlier. Ah! Actually, it's not surprising. I already knew we were getting tickets. Oh. Yesterday I would have asked if we could go, but you know how tired I was. Earlier today, though, I was going to try to ask, but I caught a glimpse of when you were printing the tickets, so... I guess you must have gotten a glass of water or something, and I didn't notice what the picture trying to stand out. Anyway, it's not long until it starts. Let's go! Shortly after we outside, I laid Natsuki to a movie theater. Why are you doing this anyway? Not that I'm upset or anything. Yeah, Natsuki's like, hi, welcome to McDonald's. That's like, we're not eating here anymore. We're not eating here anymore. You can
find another fast food place. I don't want to eat here when he is working here.
I don't know, he seems to be having a hard time lately, so I thought I'd do something to take your mind off of it.
Natsuki doesn't look grateful that often, but when she does, it's unbelievably satisfying. Oh, hello? Yeah, hello. Hi. We're playing some Purist Mod.
Thank you. Seriously, I don't deserve any of this.
Well, I deserve some of it, but still.
Yo, thank you for the follow, Ender Dragon. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the stream.
If nothing else, at least Natsuki seems to be going back to being her old self.
We walk up to the man at the ticket counter.
You now watch? Alright.
Cool. Hope you enjoyed the stream, dude.
We walk up to the man at the ticket counter. 2 seats for the 3:30 p.m. screen of Puff Ghost, please. Go ahead. Natsuki and I walk up to the theater. The lobby's gigantic, containing more than enough space for a place like this. The snack vendor is full of delicious treats, filled with traditional movie theater snacks from around the world. That, of course, wasn't the main attraction. We headed into the cinema room where the movie was supposed to play, only to find we were the only people who showed up.
Did we arrive in time?
It's 3:30 now, isn't it? But hey, we do have front row seats. Not that it matters. We sit down next to each other as the movie begins. Watching. Just like that, we ended the movie. Nice. So what'd you think, Natsuki? I don't know if I loved the hype, but I thought it was decent. Same here. I wasn't sure about how well they could adapt the series into a movie, but they did a pretty good job. I pull one arm that was wrapped around Natsuki's shoulders and stand up. Time to go home. Hey, Beth, there's something I want to say first. Natsuki looks out to the side, like she always does when she's nervous. What is it? Thanks. I've never had a boyfriend like you, or a boyfriend at all. Or even a friend like you, anyone at all like you. You're the only one who takes me to movies I want to watch or makes food with me. You're the only one who's been this nice to me, so I'm ever mean towards you, part of the reason why. I'm shocked by how kind you are, so I don't always know how to react. And I think a lot about how the people see me since I want to be the best, so that's also part of it. This is stupid. Sorry for wasting your time. Natsuki said droops as she gets up and heads towards the exit. What's going on, Natsuki? What's the vibe is missing? Her dad. That's what you're missing. Oh my god. Natsuki, we need to talk about your grades. Yeah, so what about them? You know what I'm referring to. My grades suck, there you go. What else is new? This has to change. I don't know if you'll need a tutor or something, but we can't let things keep going like this. We can't let you be held back a second time, Natsuki. So what if I am? Is it really that big of a deal? We both know that your kids is important. Even then, how am I supposed to change the situation that I live in won't change? How am I supposed to get better if our living here doesn't get better? Going through all this, I can only do so much. What are you gonna do if you got her back again then? What will we tell your friends? Will you lie about your age to people you meet? Will you listen to anything I even said? I did, but you're missing the point. No, you're missing the point. No, I get your point, but you don't seem to get mine. But if that's how you want to go about this, then fine. It's not like I can do anything about this anyway. It's not like I was able to do anything about the thing going on in my life. I think eventually we're gonna figure out what's happening here. We're gonna eventually figure out what's happening. We're going to eventually see why Natsuki is like, Things continue as normal for the next few days. Actually, I don't know if I could say normal, but something definitely felt off. In the middle of one night, I will learn why. It had have to been around 3 a.m. at the time. Natsuki and I were sleeping until I heard a loud noise along the lines of a thud. I turned towards Natsuki's side and saw that she rolled to bed. I didn't think much of it initially. I thought she had another nightmare or something that happened because of her tossing and turning. To some degree that was true, but it was what I found when I looked at her after she fell that I discovered a horrifying fact. Once she fell, her lower shirt shifted in a way that her right shoulder became visible, and the final puzzle piece I'd been looking for had finally appeared. She looked at me, I'll be goggly. She had just woken up to it all. Oh, fuck, here we go. Natsuki, what's wrong? What's with the bruise, Natsuki? And here I am now, shocked. And something. I could spend time coming up with a bunch of other possibilities to explain why she had that bruise, but there was no point. Everything already fit together. Thoughts rushed through my head. Based on why she has a bruise. The reason she came to live with me. The reason she acts the way she does towards her dad. There's no other illustration. Maybe I'm just jumping on, but this is a conclusion I've come to. Natsuki was hit by her dad. If it isn't that bad, if it isn't bad enough, the potential implications could even be worse. I feel dizzy. Now what? Now how do I handle this? It's not like I can ignore this. I was able to ignore it before, but that was because I didn't realize what was going on. I didn't realize the seriousness of the situation. But now that I do, I have to do something. That this bruise, don't bother. I already know. Yes, you're allowed to curse in this chat. Yeah. Natsuki has a guilty expression on her face. Are you mad at me, Bat? I don't have any excuse anymore before. I hid it from you since I thought I was doing the right thing by keeping out of this, but I'm not mad at you. I wish you didn't have to find out like this, but it's not you I'm upset with, Natsuki. I said that we should discuss this tomorrow, but I don't think either of us are really going back to sleep. I'm most Natsuki when she gets back in bed. Do you want anything to drink? Are you hungry? No. Just, I want to get this over with. Natsuki's face continues swollen with emotion, fear, regret, his sadness all cycled at the same time. When does this happen, Natsuki? As we talk back, I get back into bed as well. The comfort I got from laying down covered in blankets was gone now. Remember that day when I snapped at you and I said that I hated everyone? It's not a good memory to go back to, but yes. After I ran out of the classroom, I had no right after. Then I was having an argument with my dad as usual, and you can take a shower. Alright, Nick, enjoy your shower. Enjoy your shower, Nick. Stop her right there. Hold up, as usual? Does this happen often or something? I have to go back a bit further to explain. I feel bad for interrupting them, but I need to get the bruise out of the way first. Sorry, go back to the story. We can talk about the rest later. Yes, I was arguing with my dad, and then escalated, and then Natsuki shows me bruise again. Then you ran to my house, didn't you? Yeah. Sorry, I haven't fully processed this yet. It's been over a month since then, though. Shouldn't your bruise have faded out at this point? I don't know. I thought about that too, but I didn't want to tell anyone, so... Again, we can focus on that later. I think I understand everything now, but I need to ask you more about this trip with your dad. Was there always like this? Natsuki takes a deep breath. My home life used to be fine, or at least better. It wasn't amazing or anything, which has to do a lot with how tight our money situation was. My mom passed away early into my childhood, so my dad took care of me from that point on. He wasn't the worst father or anything. He got mad a lot, but not nearly as mad as he's gotten over these past few years. Did something happen to make him more upset like that? I don't know. Maybe you can deal with everything put together. Him and my mom were apparently married for 15 years before they had me. I think raising a child with his wife is too important for him to put into words. Our money situation's gotten worse recently too. We haven't totally sunk yet, but although it has been tough for him, that doesn't justify what he did. I didn't say it does. I'm mad about this too. There's so much taken all at once. Maybe I really should have waited until tomorrow to talk about this, but it's too late for that now. As the years went by, my dad started to distance himself from me. Well, it's more like he distanced himself from everyone. He can do that if he wants, but he's just so dodgy to take care of. Occasionally making dinners and enough. I feel neglected because of it. It was like I did something wrong, but I couldn't figure out what it was. Does he drink, Natsuki? No, I don't think so. I never saw him drink anyway. As I was saying, I would argue with him a lot about how I was treated. It wasn't only neglect that was the problem, it was how he acted with other things too. He had this perfect idea of what he wanted his dog to be like. He was willing to give it some leeway, but not enough to let me do things like get my manga collection at home. He wants to have that much control of your life when he could barely take care of himself? Basically. Wow, the more of us I hear, the more I feel bad for Natsuki. What she had been going through is not how someone should have to live. Because he wanted me to be the best daughter ever. That's what he taught me for years to do. He wanted me to rise above everyone else. And yeah, wanting me to be successful is one thing, but he didn't have to push it on to you as hard as he did, right? Yeah, and it wasn't exactly focusing on my own gaze either. If I've been good enough at school to be a straight A student anyway. He told me the best socially too, and I to have the most friends. That, even though it might not always work out, to make sure to try to talk to people. I never figured out what to do. I never wanted to figure out if I should take advice from all people. It didn't really matter though. In the end, I had a hard time making friends because I had trouble trusting people thanks to him. I can't even think right now. My mind's frozen. Like I said, I didn't want to end it the way I did. Things just happen that way. Sometimes I'd try to be nice, but a lot of times I didn't want to show any weakness. I don't get why it happened that way, but it did. Oh, that was a big one. Now to keep pause taking the best, remembering all this can't be easy. I think the reason why he was so obsessed with being successful is because of himself. I think he didn't want me to die the way he did. Natsuki looks Jason back to break down. Regardless of this, we need to know. Natsuki, do you still care for him? Natsuki thought long and hard about that question as we sat in complete silence. A part of me does. Okay, let's make sure we're on the same page here. What your dad did to you was abuse. And the makes it clear. Another one of his actions was undeniable, unjustifiable neglect towards you. How do you fully feel about him? Just think of everything, Natsuki. I give Natsuki a few minutes for all of you to come up with an answer. Learning all of this is so surreal. It's like when you know something's wrong, but only later realizes stuff how awful it is. I think it's funny how this turned out. Not that kind of funny, but I'm talking more about how I came to find out about this. Natsuki seemed bent on letting me find out about the situation. She didn't always do a great job, but she continued to try adding it. But then there's tonight, because my bed is up against the wall, you can only fall off of it if you lay down on the left side. I was the first one to get in bed at night, and I laid down on the right side. So the only option was for Natsuki to lie down on the left side. If that didn't happen, she wouldn't have fallen off the bed, I wouldn't have seen her boots, and I never would have learned the truth behind all this. I know I was trying to get Natsuki time to think, but a thought crossed my mind. Did your dad ever try to take his life? Huh? I asked if your dad tried committing suicide or anything. He hasn't. I'm trying to figure something out. You said that he doesn't know anyone, and that you think was because he was sick of life piling up on him, right? He lost his wife, his financial struggles were off, and so on. I think so. Would he have tried to take his life? I'm sorry if that sounds random, but it's something I was thinking about. He had to have some reason to live, wouldn't he? Or you're looking too deep into it. No, I think I'm onto something. Otherwise, it leaves only two possibilities. There was another reason he didn't enough for no one, or he had no reason to live. There was nothing pushing the first possibility, and I don't think it makes sense that there was either. As for the second possibility, he hadn't even attempted suicide, right? Again, you're looking way too deep into it. You can't tell how someone's feeling when you don't know them well enough. It's just not possible. Also, you were introducing that was possible. The reason your dad was so obsessed with you being successful was because he didn't want to see you end up like himself. What if he kept living for you? If it were true, then it would be a twisted, sick way to convey love when you look at how he treated you. But even without angry I am at him, I can't totally ignore that maybe that was the situation. I'm even more conflicted now. There's absolutely no justifying his actions, and violence is never the answer, but maybe I really am looking at this from the wrong perspective. Perhaps there is no right perspective to this either. Again, what he did was despicable, but I do wonder. I completely forgot to mention this, but this is the first time he hit you, right? That's what I've been getting at from what you said. This is the first time he hit me, yes. Back when he and my mom first got married, they agreed they would never use violence to get points across to their head of kids. I wonder how she would feel about all this. Natsuki finally breaks into tears. If It's been a long night, Natsuki. I'm proud of you telling me all this. Natsuki struggled to speak. It's not like I had a choice. Hey, that doesn't make it any less difficult. How much longer is this going to last? Natsuki tries hard. Hey, my girlfriend, what are things supposed to do when you haven't got time to comfort you? So we do that, let me comfort you. We both lay down and hug each other. It was the most personal, emotional hug that I had experienced. I think even I cried a little. Beep! There was no point to the alarm clock today. I didn't care what the electrical was gonna think or say, but we weren't going to school today. Looking at Natsuki, seeing that she's still hugging me even while she's asleep, there's no way I can make it to school. I don't want to leave her alone either, so that's just how it is. I'll admit, I'm not totally sure about everything that was said last night. There's still many questions that haven't been answered, plus ones that haven't been asked, and we haven't figured out what to do. Posture check? Ooh, okay. We haven't figured out what to do about Natsuki's dad if we do end up making a decision either. Regardless, I've said that Natsuki could stay with me as long as she'd like. It's not like I'd break that promise after this long. Hydration? Got me some good water. It's not like I break that promise after this long. I think about getting up to meet brothers, but I can wait. I want to keep Natsuki's company for as long as possible. You're not pulled with 10 points, but it was worth it? Yeah, I mean, you earn more just by watching. And of course, subs, get like a multiplier on their, channel points. So yeah, just keep watching and you'll earn channel points. Doesn't all you just hold my head. Roughly 10 minutes pass, but before I can drift back to sleep, Natsuki wakes up. Huh? Natsuki panics. Pat, what about your life at school? You didn't figure out what happened last night, right? Yeah, but even now you're still pushing yourself. You have to rest, Natsuki. Natsuki looks at you about to fight. I know, but it took long to get that, and I didn't even notice I had enough for both. Yeah, well, I mean, you get 50. You get a box of 50 every once in a while, and you get like 10 points for every X amount of minutes you watch. And of course, following gives you an immediate 300 points. So, Natsuki looks as if she's about to fight back, only for her head to land back in the pillow. Fine. I like you, you know. A smile comes across Natsuki's face, which surprised me a little. I didn't think she'd be smiling at this situation. I like you too, Natsuki. We are dating for a reason, after all. Yeah, but I don't feel like I say it enough. I'm kind of crabby sometimes. But with you, I feel like I can do anything. Natsuki pulls me closer and hugs me tighter. So stay with me, okay? Please. I don't know if she's acting like this because she's sleep deprived or exhausted or something, but I'm not complaining either way. I'll stay with you for as long as you want, Natsuki. Short day. Oh boy, it's nighttime again. Time for the Sag. Oh, what time is it? I don't know what's going on around me. I check my phone to see the time. Oh, 7 p.m. already? We really slept for that long? Natsuki, are you awake? I don't feel like it, the way she's still been holding me. Huh? Natsuki wakes up over her eyes. So it's 7 p.m. Okay. Natsuki tries to go back to sleep, which is one thing, but can things be swept under the rug this easily? What am I even thinking? Natsuki's been through more than enough. It'd be selfish to try and get her to wake up when she's fine with sleeping. Doesn't make me think about how I'm handling this decision in general. I've had no experience with what she's been going through or anything similar either. Am I really qualified to give advice for this? If not me, then who? I can ask Natsuki about her thoughts and counseling or anything. Yep, but I'm the person you trust the most right now, aren't I? It might seem like I'm overthinking this a bit, but I think this is important enough for that not to matter. What I say from this point forward could eventually change your life forever. Maybe it could change mine too. I continue to sleep and woke up at around 11 p.m. I don't think I've ever slept this time before, actually. Natsuki's up this time too, though, so I turn off and still reading some manga. Hey. She turns her face to me with a sliver of nervousness on her expression. What? Can we talk? Natsuki looks as if she wants to put it off, which I can't blame her for. You're probably gonna bug me until I say yes, so Natsuki puts the manga down impulsively and gets close to her. Both of us are on the same page about the situation with his dad, right? But that creates another issue, which is figuring out what to do about it. Why do we need to do anything about it? What do you mean? Like I said, why do we have to try to fix it in the first place? Is she even wrong? Does there need to be a solution? Well, you do still care for your dad, right? I do, but I'm happy living the way I am at the moment. Am I getting myself into something that ultimately is for me to try to change? Do you think you'd be happy if things would patch up? Maybe I would be, but I don't want to take the risk to find out. Am I going in circles thinking about this? I want to help Natsuki. She's so important to me. And I love her so much, but I have to question if this is okay for me to do. I don't think she's ever actually asked me for help with this, has she? Can we at least talk about this later? I don't know for sure. I'll be honest, I'm extremely unsure about what I'm saying right now. But what things we'd say if we let this go? What things we'd say next time we go on a date? Like I said, I don't know what we should do about your dad. I just think it's gonna feel weird if we don't do something. I used to think the same thing, you know. I thought about it a lot when I first came to live with you. Remember how tense I was back then? Then I let it go, I guess. Eventually started dating you, and here we are now. There's no problem with us living like this, is there? My dad doesn't need to care enough to talk with me anyway. I was thinking about that, actually. What's up with the times we found her dad in public? He didn't speak to Natsuki, but he did ask at one point if I was dating her. If that's what you want Natsuki, then I'll respect your wishes. I'll admit that I'm so curious about a lot of things, but as you said, there's no harm in the way we're living. If you want to put this aside for now, then that's okay. Natsuki hugs me. Thank you, Bat. Natsuki's been so sweet lately, that's probably because she's speaking to her boyfriend, but living in a healthy environment is probably influencing her too. Maybe it's okay to end things here. We're both happy now, so maybe it's fine to leave it at this, since I don't think anything bad will come out of it. Right? That's foreshadowing. I know things won't stay like this. I know something's gonna happen. Foreshadowing! I know there's no way this is over. That's heavy foreshadowing there, holy shit. But until then, I'm going to enjoy whatever happens next. There's no point in being anxious about something that hasn't happened yet. Keyword being yet. In other words, it's time to relax. Beep, beep, beep. It's been a while since I learned what was going on with Natsuki and her dad. As it turns out, it's usually all than I thought it would be. In fact, I've been looking forward to today. Pat, wake up! I'm awake. Good, happy Valentine's Day. Natsuki purchased her homemade chocolates towards me. Thanks, Natsuki. Chocolates all have different shape, and if they were made with uniqueness in mind, I picked one up and took a bite, experiencing one of the best chocolates I've eaten in a long time. Wow, this tastes great. Nice job. Yeah, I tried. Natsuki tries getting her to say something. So, yeah? Since it's Valentine's Day, shouldn't we go on a date or something too? Sure, I don't see why not. That's as far as I got actually. Where should we go? That's a good question. We sit there for a few moments, having no idea where to go from here. You know the place we go to a picnic sometimes? There's a lake near there. That would be nice. That would be a nice place to relax at. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'll be waiting then, I guess. Yeah, something bad happens. Oh no. We skipped that entire scene, which means that we're getting right to whatever the fuck is about to happen. have the emote that I'm thinking about? Okay, yeah, I do. Polish your sages because it's about to get sag, I think. Which one's done to go? Well, I'm finishing it right. What about you, Natsuki? I'm ready. Are we going or what? Yeah, let's go. Oh, wait, we're... Okay, Natsuki and I walk out the door and meet the cold air of the night, along with the light breeze confronting him. From there, we head to a place I have in mind. Once we get there, we realize that maybe my idea for a date location that I came up with on the spot wasn't so bad after all. The water is gorgeous. The moon shines down on the lake, giving an amazing amount of light considering what time it is. We both sit down on the edge, arms wrapped around each other as we stare into the moonlight. Man, this place is beautiful. Not as beautiful as you, of course. Natsuki looks disappointed. You're just looking for cheesy stuff to say. To be fair, she's not entirely wrong. Yeah, but that doesn't stop from being true, does it? Well, I'll accept the compliment. Just because I complain doesn't mean those are my own feelings. You already know that. It wasn't a serious complaint anyway. Natsuki goes back to a small smile, which I'll take. It's pretty cold though. Natsuki puts both of her arms around me instead of only one. Yeah, sorry about that. I should have brought a blanket or picked an earlier time. Guess there's not much we can do about it now. Guess we have to warm me up as punishment. I'm cold too, Natsuki. You're not gonna get much warmer with what you're doing. You're just looking for a tease to tug me. No, I'm not. I grin. Whatever you say, Natsuki. We sit like this for a couple of minutes until I bring up something I remembered. Hey, Natsuki. Listen, I'm trying to concentrate on warming up. Yeah, sure. Anyway, those chocolates you baked were pretty good. You got me thinking, though. Remember the time when we first went grocery shopping? It's been a long time since then, but you don't have to think about all the previous dates when I'm right here. I know, but I was thinking about why we went shopping. For fruit, probably. I think that's why people go to grocery stores. I believe about cupcake supplies, though. When I asked you what or who they were for, you said I'd find out soon enough. But I don't think I've found out what they were for. Oh, that. Natsuki's so embarrassed. Didn't you already figure it out? I thought it was obvious. Are you trying to get me claiming me on purpose or something? You already know you should have mean it. I don't get what's so attractive about saying it. Wait, usually? I genuinely don't know. I don't like jumping to conclusions like that. You're gonna make me say it, aren't you? If it makes me happy, I was gonna make them for you, idiot. Okay, and I was sure I figured that out a long time ago. How come I never got them then? You already forgot the whole total homework kind of rooms you decided to do anything about one thing? I'm dumb. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Yeah, I'm used to it at this point. I used to think that you would say weird stuff sometimes, but I was starting to think you were weird in general. What's that supposed to mean? As I said before, it's not a bad thing. Nancy looks at me and looks at the lake again. At least you're taking date locations, that's okay. Well, I've been able to get some packs with that girl. Matt? Yeah? I wonder what life would have been like if I never met you. Actually, I don't want to think about what life would have been like if I never found you. I know it would be bad, though. Putting into perspective, Natsuki's right. If she never met me, she wouldn't have any place to stay after my dad hit her. And I don't want to think about what life after that would have been like either. Would you have had the courage to ask any of the club members for a place to stay? I don't think it matters now anyway. So glad I'm dating you. Would it be annoying if I did that for the 1000th time? Maybe it would be, but it wouldn't change anything. I still don't get why you're dating me. But I can't deny that I've had a good time dating you too. A great time even, whatever makes you feel bitter or something. I think it's kinda cute how you gotta owe something more, I guess, whenever you say something nice to me. Well, you know what? Even Natsuki doesn't have any comebacks to that. We got you. Natsuki, what's your favorite date? By the way, Natsuki, what's your favorite date we've had? I never really thought about that, honestly. They're all pretty okay. Yeah, there's all of them, too. Kind of makes me wonder what would be the perfect date, though. I might have something out for that. Wait, really? Later, maybe. Something I've been kind of wanting to do for a while, but we'll see. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, well. You know, so the night continues like this until I check my phone and realize how late it's gotten. I hate to say this, but we should get back home now. Natsuki says to my eyes. Do we have to? I stare back. We can stay for a little longer, I guess. Okay, this is getting really romantic. We're not gonna be interrupted, are we? Please don't tell me we're about to be interrupted. We're about to be interrupted. You know what? Screw you bringing that up. I'm going to enjoy the moment and nobody's gonna stop me. Oh, right, Natsuki's still here. Good. I can always make time for us to be together, you know? Yeah, that makes me happy. My face is leaning closer. I love you so much, Natsuki. So do I, Matt. She stops leaning in. Our faces so close. Could this be? She suddenly stopped leaning in. Hey, I bet earlier when I said there's something I've been wanting to do, there's something I need to ask. Have you ever been kissed before? At the moment, not even once. You? Same here. Our faces are a bit closer now. Natsuki blushes. Would you like to change that? I don't see why not. Kiss. Eventually, if it just can't get any closer, suddenly we're kissing. Nobody interrupts us, nothing breaks down. And man, does it feel good. I keep thinking the moment's gonna be ruined by something, but it never does. All that happens is pure bliss. Once we're done, we both have a look of shock on our face. Did we actually? I think so. Okay, I'm just checking. We should do this more often. I like it. Natsuki seems like she's trying to stop blushing, but she can't do it. Kissy. I agree. I'll admit, I had a bit of trouble figuring out what to say, but whatever. Our first kiss was great, though. I think this was a good day overall. Alright. More time passed. Much more time. Wake up. You know what day it is, don't you? Alright. So, I think I'm going to end things here. It was a good episode. That was a really good episode. We did a lot of shit. But, that is going to be for me for the stream today. Thank you all so much for watching and coming out and just chilling with me. Tomorrow, don't know if I'm going to be alive tomorrow. If I'm alive tomorrow, then we might do either Mock Up Full Story or Our Castle Walls. We might do the demo for that. But yeah. So if I'm alive tomorrow, we might either do Our Castle Walls or Mock Up